Okay, folks, I'm back again. Tonight we're doing a sweetening jar. This one is geared towards getting the guy to come into the girl's life again. It's more geared towards communication and moving out of the phase where they're sort of stagnating and, excuse me, getting him to contact her, come back into her life, and that sort of thing. So, this has been cleansed out with Florida water, and I'm going to be asking the help of Sigils from the Ars Goetia, the Lesser Key of Solomon. So I know I don't really maybe go into enough depth when I ask these spirits to help me. So what I do is, I print that off the internet and I go around that in pen. And basically I open the sigil. So you can do that by gazing at the sigil in a relaxed state of mind, and the sigil will jump around almost like in 3D. So it's not a trick of the mind or anything. The sigil will what's called flash, and you do have the attention of the spirit when that happens. But I'm a little bit more in tune with things, so I know what's going on. So for anyone is interested, I'll read from it's Crowley's Illustrated Goetia, Milo Duquette. I like Milo Duquette, he's a nice man. Okay. Duke Salos. Okay. Duke Salos. The 19th spirit is Salos. He is a great and mighty duke, and appears in the form of a gallant soldier riding on a crocodile with a, pronounce this right, ducal crown on his head. He is very peaceable. He causes the love of women to men and men to women, and governs 30 legions of spirits. So we put like an illustration, which is a bit bizarre, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, it's just so he's at Venus, of course, is his planet, and copper is his metal. So Two of Swords is his card in the tarot. It's the Two of Swords. Did I read that right? Yeah, Two of Swords. Okay, so I've already done this bit. I've put his photograph together with honey and love oil in between them. And I have put her picture on top of his picture because I want her to be the dominating one. And I've also got this piece of paper, and I put his name in black pen. I put his name in red pen 7 times, and then I turned it clockwise, and I put her name over it in black pen, so she's dominating him. So that's that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tie this 3 times. Okay, pop that in there. I think maybe I should actually put the sigil just slightly around that. I could put the sigil on the lid, but I'd prefer to put the sigil actually in the jar. I'll put the sigil in the jar. I could put it on the lid, but as I'm burning candles, I prefer not to in case of a fire hazard. So names, I'm going to pull that towards me as well. Put that in. A lot of people think that if you burn your sigil, that's bad, and you're making the spirit suffer, etc. Sometimes in ceremony magic, they have a specific way of doing things. I don't dig that, so I just do my own thing. And basically, to me, it's what your will is. If I'm not the kind of person that would punish the spirit for not helping or whatever, or I just think that's wrong, and I think spirits should be approached with respect. There's a lot of different styles of magic, and some of them are very demanding of a spirit, and I'll burn the seal if this doesn't work. But no, you can burn the seal and blow the ashes to the wind But that's you setting out your intention not to punish the spirit. So just wanted to clear that up. Okay, so we're going to put in some honey. We're going to sweeten up the relationship, and I put on the petition before I started this video about what I want to happen. I want him to contact her. I want her to be really the priority on his mind constantly. Step up a bit, make contact with her, all those things. When he's sleeping, he's thinking of her, he's dreaming of her. During the day, she's always on his mind. She's such an attractive lady. And I don't understand some guys, I really don't. It's bizarre how they work. But anyway. Okay, and I'm going to put in some, this is strawberry syrup, because I like the pink effect, and it's very, very sweet. So really, really want to sweeten this up. I think I might put some more honey in as well. Put some moon water as well. Actually, I'll do that first. See, again, in the mind's eye, always see the results. Not how they're going to happen. See them as if they have happened. See yourself with the guy. See yourself going out on dates, doing things. You know, that's the kind of thing you want to do, because it's all about it's all about focus. Sorry, just a minute. I'm out of sugar, actually. I use some other sugar. It's all about you seeing the end result, and once you have seen that in your head, down to the fine details, you're on your way. This is sugar that you use for baking buns. It's stuff that goes on top of buns, but it's really sweet. Some cinnamon, got a tiny bit left. Running out of everything as usual. I'll break that up, put it inside the jar. I'll keep the heat in the relationship. 2 little hearts. Oops. Okay. 2 glass hearts. Sorry about that. I'll fill it up again with some more honey. Okay, that's probably fine. And I'm going to put in some road opener powder in there, because if there's any issues standing in this guy's way, I want them to be removed. I'm going to put in some pheromones, because we want to keep we want to keep the sexual aspect there. Some rose petals. This is my own love oil. It still hasn't been put into small bottles, but hey ho. And let me see. I had a Eve oil. I'm going to put in a little bit of lavender essential oil, because it's very soothing, and we don't want any arguments. We'd like some peace in the relationship. So put that in. Some orange essential oil, again for sweetness. Some rose. I need some rose oil. Again, you don't need all these. Just go with what you have. That's the whole point of these workings. Go with what you have. Come to me. It doesn't want to come to me. There we go. What's this? A little bit of jasmine. Ooh, that's strong. I can smell that. Righty ho. So, next up, licorice root for control of the situation, to give her the upper hand. A little bit of eyebright, because we need a bit of the truth out. We need to know why he drags his feet at times. So, eyebright is really good for the truth of the matter. Again, I'm going to put in some lavender so that there's no upset, no arguments. Because this couple, they did have a little bit of an issue a while back, but it was resolved. But there's still like something out of balance, so I'm trying to fix that. That's orris root. I'll use a bit of Damiana because, again, it's just a little bit for love and lust. Okay, put that over there. And what else can I put in? Put a bit of orange peel that's been in some booze for a while. I like to ferment things in alcohol that make them sweeter. Speaking of alcohol, a little bit of alcohol, some brandy, some more actually. It's nearly out. Rush powder, precipitation powder, to get things going, hurry things up. And I'm gonna, sorry for my arms all over the place, some confetti on top of that, because confetti symbolizes commitment. Okay, and one more thing, I'm gonna put some parrot feathers. Why? Because parrots are very talkative, and I'll stay in there. Stay. Parrots are talkative, and because this is communication working, I thought it would be appropriate. I was thinking of like, well, what can I put in this to symbolize communication and get them talking again? And I thought of parrots because they talk a lot. So, just a moment. Okay, and I'm going to add in some tobacco. It's just a cigarette, basically, because that's symbolic of something that's going out into the air. And so basically, how can I put this? It's symbolic of what we want, the petition being carried on the cigarette smoke, if that makes sense. So it's basically, excuse me, the cigarette smoke or the cigarette ash, or you could use even incense that's been burned down, because it's to do with something that's going up into the air, going into the universe, and manifesting. So that's why I put some residue from a cigarette or a cigar, whatever you have. This is coffee. Again, the speed we're using that for, a stimulant. So that's basically everything. And I'm going to put some intent into this. I'm going to blow into it 3 times. I'm just going to say something very silently to Sigils. Okay, and I'm going to pop the lid on that. Give it a little shake. I'll dedicate the candle to Sigils. We'll get it up and running. So I have a chime candle. I'll burn one of these every night. And we'll basically see how things go from there. So I'm going to put that to the side. I'll be saying my incantations on that later. That's not the work finished. That's only a snippet of it. By no means is that the work finished. So These are the wrong way around. I did this very quick reading. So we've got the center card being the key card. Basically, you're a very important person to him. He sees you as a key person in his life. So I'm going to look at the issues. What's at the heart of the matter here? Actually, you have a good spread. So I think you're going to hear some news. The rider is, it's about good news coming your way. I do believe it's good news. So that's what that stands for. And it's the sun that is beside it. Excellent card, in love matters. The lily, I would normally say that's to do with an older guy, but I don't think in this case, I think the date of birth it's not correct. So, or also it came, sometimes when I see that card, I think of a brief of fling. So, I don't know. I'm trying to see, or I can look at it as, which I think is probably the right way to look at it, is that you are going to grow old with this guy. And that's what I really, really, really think. Because the next card up is the ring card. Commitment, marriage, contracts, all those things symbolic of that. So, without reading too deeply to that one, your cards are really good. You're going to hear news. Something's going to make you happy. It even could be a proposal down the road. Grow old together, and you're the most important person in his life. That's just a very basic outline. I could pull a few. I'll actually pull one of these. I'll pause it because I have to shuffle these. Okay, so I drew 3 cards and I pulled the card of abundance, which is quite a good card. Mistake. So hopefully he realizes he's made a mistake, because the next card is the lovers. So, your cards are good. They're very, very good. Very, very positive cards. So, like I say, things are still in the early stages. So, I don't know. I haven't heard from you in a wee while, so I don't really know what's happening with regards to him. But please stay positive, because don't build up too many walls around you that is negative, because that really is a killer of spells. I get people sometimes, and because it's not working so quickly, like that, I mean, if I could do a virtual slap, wise up. And I'm not meaning this for you, not at all, because you're actually very, very patient, and that'll serve you well. But I get some people, and they think, they count the days. I keep saying in these videos, if I say I'm working your spell 9 days, they think on the end of the 9th day, results come. That is so wrong. I just don't know. I just don't know how much more I can say. It doesn't work that way. Results can come at any point. And anyone who says that they can get results in X amount of time, I'd be very, very, very wary of them, because the universe doesn't operate by time. So just bear that in mind. Time is a human thing. You can do your best to leave the roads open for things to come to you, but by no means try to force time. You cannot force things to come to you. It's one thing people need to understand. A lot of people think magic is very, like the films that you used to see, The Craft from years ago. It's not like that at all. It's very Hollywood attitude, and it doesn't work like that, not at all. Especially love spells, they take a lot of work. So they do. Love spells they're not the easiest thing to do, because you're bending the will of someone, which is very, very hard to do. And even to break up a couple that are together, again, you have to bend the will of, say, the guy. If you want that guy, you have to bend his will. You have to give a reason for him to leave his wife, his girlfriend, whatever. You have to work your magic. You have to influence him. You know, it has to be steady and it has to be constant. And people think that if you just come and you buy a spell and you do 21 days, and the guy leaves his wife, he has decades of, you know, he's been with her for decades, or he's been with her for, I don't know. You just can't do that in 21 days. You know, yeah, it can happen. I've seen it happen. But you just need to give spells time to work. It just, it needs a lot of skill, a lot of determination, a lot of you staying positive, because at the end of the day, nothing good comes easy. So please, 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 for any people that are coming to me, please bear that in mind. I don't know what else to do other than, you know, I'm gonna have to make a video completely dedicated on this and refer everyone to that video, because I'm just getting a lot of people who don't seem to understand what a spell is. They think it's something and your reality changes automatically. You know, it doesn't work that way. And I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but that is how it works. You know, it can take a few days, a few months, a year. You don't know. You just don't know. So all I can say is just visualize the future, see that person and you together, right down to the very fine details of you know, touching his hair, you know, touching his skin. Use the senses. I'll do a video on that as well, because that's very important. You know, you need to cause change in the astral for this to happen. So you know, don't cross yourself up with these negative thoughts and, you know, when's it going to work, but anyway, I've said enough for tonight, and I'm going to post this for the lady in question, and for everyone else, it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. There's more videos coming. I have the second part of my fertility work in common, which is a really nice spell, and I have a few more hexes, breakups, all that sort of thing. It's housemagick@gmail.com, and I'm out of here.